Hi everyone, it's Mitch, and it is Saturday, December 1st, 2018, here with the free live show. Of course, we're here live 7 days a week, 365 days a year.
Mitch,
Our best bets always over at sportschatexperts.com as well as sportschatplace.com, Premium and Premium Plus. Today you can use the discount code CHAMP and get 15% off all of your purchases today at sportschatexperts.com. Of course, we do at least 3 free picks every single day. I have a ton of premium picks today because it's such a big card of games. I have premium picks in almost all of the college football games. I have 5 college basketball picks and 1 NBA pick so far. I'm going to go back over the NBA schedule, see if we have anything else to add. But just a massive schedule. I also like some of these other college basketball games too, so I'm going to go back over that as well. But I just figured we had so many picks today that it was plenty. But good morning, everyone. Hope everyone is off to a great start to the day. Gotta admit, I'm exhausted. I mentioned this the other day that it's kind of like a mini college reunion out here. I have a lot of my college friends are out here. Maybe we'll do a live video together later on. And it's funny, a lot of them I haven't seen in quite some time, and everyone kind of knows what we're doing now, or at least they're getting an idea. Not everybody knew before they got here, but they're kind of getting that idea now. And I gave them all Northern Illinois last night, so they were cursing me the first half, and Northern Illinois was one of my premium picks last night, and they were cursing me, and then 5 minutes left to go in the game, they're all hugging me. Or a minute left to go in the game, and they said, "We take everything back, and they all cashed. It's the only sports bets that they've made so far. None of them are sports bettors or anything like that. Anyways, we do at least 3 free picks here every single day. I'm being told that my internet connection here isn't fast enough for the high quality mode, so we apologize for any mode. But I know most of you guys are watching this on a device that's really not that large, so I don't think it really will matter too much. So I don't go back and over, we don't rehash the day before. We always look forward. But according to Luis Melendez, he said my NBA podcast picks were on fire yesterday. So I know when I have bad days, I certainly hear about it. I didn't hear about that yesterday, so I'm hearing about good ones. And I know my premium picks were absolutely on fire too. I lost that first game out of the gate. I took Rutgers. I mean, I saw them shooting inside the paint in the last 10 minutes of the first half, and I knew I was dead. I was going to go on live, and I'm like, we got to get out of this thing. Because it's one thing we know about college basketball, the basics of the basics. If you can't put the ball through the hoop, you're going to have trouble winning basketball games and covering spreads, especially against teams like Michigan State. So we lost the Rutgers game, but I believe we won everything else there. And then in the NBA, we lost the Hornets game against the Jazz, and we won everything else. So it was a pretty good day. And, of course, like I said, we had Northern Illinois, a pick that actually I gave out on the show because it was Free for All Friday, and one of the questions came from the group, and I gave out Northern Illinois. I know in the recap, at the end of the show, I gave out I said Buffalo plus the points. You couldn't get Buffalo plus the points, but that's what I said. And then everyone's like, you said Northern Illinois, and but I think you guys know you couldn't get. And by the time I saw the comments, the show was over. So I couldn't go back and say, I meant Northern Illinois because I just said Buffalo plus the points at the end of the show after I'd already said Northern Illinois. Of course, all the premium members, they knew that I had Northern Illinois. So then I heard from them also. It's like, you just said Buffalo. It's like, I said Northern Illinois. The pick says Northern Illinois. The write-up says Northern Illinois. Everything says Northern Illinois. I even said plus the points. I don't know. I already had my bet in at that point. So tough to say. Anyways. Do 3 free picks every single day. Dave Darby is in the house. One of our original members of Sports Chat Place. One of the very first people back when it was college football place. Me and Dave used to hang out in the chat room every day, all day long, and watch football games together, along with a lot of other people. And that really was the beginning of what is now Sports Chat Place, and what is becoming something even bigger than that. And I have some really big announcements coming up in the coming weeks and months about the expansion. Of course, we do our podcast. It's called Sports Pick Info. We do that. We do about 12 shows a week. Going to be enhancing that this week as well. But it's time to get into some picks. What did I put first in the title? I believe I put NBA. So let's go to the NBA. So I so far I've just given out one NBA pick in the premium area, and then the dog of the day is the NBA as well. But here we go. Let's go to Detroit, the Motor City. Steph Curry, I believe, is back in action tonight for the Warriors. Is it a miracle cure, or is it going to be a little bit of a letdown? I have to say the Pistons have been extremely tough. If you lost money yesterday with the premium picks, then you should give up betting. You should give up sports betting. If you lost money on the NFL when I went 7-1 on Sunday, you should not bet ever again. That's what I say. So you can say whatever you want here, but the record, if you lose money when the picks are 7-1 or whatever, then you got some serious issues. Far beyond anything I could cure by giving you picks. Anyways, if you have issues with me or my picks or whatever, you got my email. No, we're not gonna rag these guys. We're not even gonna address them. It's like they have my email. They have an issue. They know how to reach me. Premium's available at premium.sportschatplace.com. If you go to sportschatplace.com, very easy to find the premium. You can look at all of our packages that we have available. This show is not about selling. This show is about giving out free picks. You know, the yearly starts at a different time for everybody else. It's not like it starts on the 1st or whatever. You don't respond. I respond. Ask anybody out there, whether good, bad, ugly. I respond. You have an email. If send me an email right now. What we'll do is we'll stop the show so we can service you. I'll do it. Because I'm telling you. Send me an email and see if it gets there. Mitch@sportschatplace.com. Wow. Someone is just... I respond. You're trash. You're a liar. You're not even a premium member. That's what it really is. You're trash. That's what this guy wrote. Here, I'll show it to you. You guys said on YouTube right there. He's not even a premium member. I have the premium memberships. What I'll show is a screenshot. We'll search his name in here, and we'll show what a fraud this guy is. I can see on the new software, I can show my screen, and we could do a search of his name on here, and you'll see he's not even a premium member. His name doesn't come up. Anyways, let's get back to the NBA. Yeah. So here, see that? There's the search of his name. Okay? And there's how many results are found. 0. Okay? Fraud. You're a fraud. Okay? Anyways. I like Pistons here and the points. I think that a lot of people are going to be on the Warriors with Curry coming back, and I think, we're seeing the line move towards that Golden State side. Yeah, I'm sorry for getting sidetracked there. Sorry for getting sidetracked there, but I hate frauds. I mean, if you want to call me out and I had a bad day and you want to send me an email and call me a piece of crap, I know when I deserve it. Believe me, no one hates losing more than I do. Nobody. And most of the time I go out of my way to make it right. But if you're going to lie, sit here and just be a liar, then there's nothing I can do to help you. Anyways, I like the Pistons and taking the 5 points. I think the world's going to be on the Warriors in this one. And when the world is on one side, I love to be on the other. And I think the way that a lot of these games today are shaping up, I think there's going to be a lot of chasing out there because there are some tough games out there today. You got to really, really tightrope your way around them. But anyways, we're taking the Pistons. We're going to do some bonus picks also because of that whole sidetrack thing. I should have just checked right out of the gate to see if he was actually a premium member. Before I even got into it with him. But I showed you guys, we outed him. We're all good. Let's do some college hoops. Do some bonus picks here too. So we got Kansas State up against Marquette. Yeah, if you have problems with picks, I give out premium picks, and if you were a premium member, you would have seen. I said NIU, then I misspoke at the end. I said Buffalo plus the points, but in the premium area, I clearly wrote it up. Maybe I should stop the show and start over again. What happened? What happened was we all won on Northern Illinois. That's what happened. We all won. Everybody won. And if you couldn't pick that out by what I said in my commentary, and by what my write-up was on the premium picks, you know what? Sorry, you have to go. It's enough. Anyways, you got Marquette taking on Kansas State. This is Kansas State's first true road game of the season. Marquette's, we know with Wojciechowski's coach, been extremely tough. Kansas State unbeaten. But when we look at who they beat Missouri by 15 points, but this is not a good Missouri team. Remember, they were really young the last few years. When we look at Marquette, they have 2 losses, but the losses are on the road. One on a neutral site at Indiana, or one at Indiana, straight up at Indiana, and the other one on a neutral site against Kansas. I don't think there's any shame in that. It did not cover in either of those games, which is a little concerning to me. But I think this game's going to be a tough, low-scoring, physical game. Neither of these teams allow much defensively. Marquette, a little bit better offensively, but like I said, they're home in this one, and I think that's going to help them. We see Marquette at home allowing only 52 points a game. I know Kansas State allows just 56 points a game. That is just not a ton of offense. I like the under in this game, and it's a lean to Marquette. So it's the under and Marquette. I'll write down the picks, so this way if I say one thing one time and one thing the other, because I'm giving out a million picks, everyone can figure it out, which would be awesome, because that's the whole idea, to get everybody on the right pick, right? Even though I said Northern Illinois. I said Northern Illinois then I said Buffalo plus the points at the end, and they were an underdog. After I'd clearly gone over why I wanted Northern Illinois that game, I went over the money movement, the line movement, the matchups within the game, the number 1 defense in the MAC, we went over and over and over, and still some people, they can't get it. I don't get it. But anyways, we're taking Marquette and the under. Hopefully that's crystal clear there. This pen doesn't work, so I'm not going to write down the picks during the show. So we'll take Pistons. No, I can't get it to work. Pistons. Okay. Anyways, we do at least 3 free picks every single day. You can get our best bets over at sportschatexperts.com as well as sportschatplace.com Premium Plus. Of course, free picks every single day at sportschatplace.com. I know he did the same thing. I know exactly what you're saying about how he just went to the end of the video, and normally that's okay. But, if you have a question about a pick that I made on the video, the whole video is there for you to go back and see it. It's like, also he was watching on YouTube, and YouTube, You just click the little bell in the upper right-hand corner. You get notified every time I go live. You get alerts. I'm operating on very little sleep, so sorry for the frustration here. You didn't miss much, Max. Anyways, let's get to our next pick for today's show. We have let's go to one of the late college basketball games. Let's see. Got Maryland and Penn State. These are two schools that generally are pretty good rivals. Maryland favored by 6.5 in this thing. Penn State came up a little short in their last effort. Actually, they won against Virginia Tech, 63-62, but that game was at home. They had lost the previous time to Bradley. Meanwhile, Maryland coming off a loss against Virginia in a game that they played pretty tough, but it was a 3-point line. They lost by 5, but not a lot of shame in losing to Virginia. They beat Marshall. They beat Mount St. Mary's. Just not a very tough schedule at this point in the season for them. I think Penn State's played a little bit tougher schedule, but they have the 2 losses, both to DePaul and to Bradley. The DePaul loss was in overtime, and that one was on the road, and the Bradley loss was on the road. So Penn State's played 2 road games. They've lost and not covered in both of those games. The thing is, I think they rise to the occasion here against Maryland. I know that offensively they're not as good as Maryland is. They're actually not even close. But I think defensively they can hang with them. And I think in college hoops, the thing that most people leave out in their handicapping, but always leaves those wide open holes for us years after year. You guys, we have the wide open, year after year, it leaves the spreads wide open for us because so many people look at offense, but really defense is the difference maker in college sports, and I think this one is so defensively close that's going to be a close game, and I think we're getting too many points, which is just enough points for us with Penn State at plus 6.5 with the line movement there. So that'll be our third or fourth pick for today's show. Of course, we have free picks on every single game, every single day at sportschatplace.com. Our best bets over at sportschatexperts.com. We're here live 7 days a week, 365 days a year, usually right around this same time, like 10:45, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You're free to watch the entire replay. We leave it up there. If there's confusion as to who I gave out or what the pick was or anything like that, everything's on the board. So you guys have that at your access. You don't need to email me. You don't need to guess. You don't need to ask questions. You can watch the replay. I know I misstated in the recap yesterday one of the picks from earlier in the show, but I believe we spent a significant amount of time going over that game. So hopefully it was enough to get most of you guys on Northern Illinois, and I know all the premium members because it was free for all Friday. So I just answered questions from the crowd, whether it was a premium pick or whether it was a premium pick or whether it was a free pick, whatever the case was, I gave them out, and Northern Illinois was a premium pick yesterday against Buffalo. So Adam sent me an awesome pastry in the mail. I don't forget what it's called, but it's really good, and it's got like this. I wish I had it here. It's sitting right over there. I want to get up and get it, but it has like I don't know what you would call it. It's got like these little hollow things, like hollow pastry. And I don't know if they fry them or they bake them, but they're like hollow pastry. And then they put them all like in a pile and then just gob honey on top of it. It's a really nice thing. So the best part, and I think Adam will probably agree with me on this, the best part is kind of when you cut away a nice little piece and then all the stuff at the bottom, like the very bottom, like it's super gooey down there. Yes. Strafoli, it has like this honey that all kind of drips down through the thing, and it all is kind of in the plate at the bottom. And you take it's off the chain. If you're going to eat something like that, I strongly recommend that something in the Strafoli honey balls family is in your future. But anyways, let's get to another free pick, you guys. Let's do some college football. I have premium picks in almost all of these college football games. So one of the games that we've been talking about in the Facebook group is Central Florida against Memphis. And I don't have a premium pick on the side in this game, but one thing that we saw earlier this season when these two teams met, 31-30, 61 total points in this game. Of course, Mackenzie Milton out for this game. He accounted for 34 touchdowns for UCF this season, but the thing is his backup, Mack, he played plenty. He played a lot this season. So we saw Milton, he missed a couple games, and Mack played. They still won. And, I think that the Knights continue to win. And they've been winning. They've beaten Memphis 11 of their last 12. Both these teams have killer running attacks, but UCF has a lot better experience in the big games. They beat Memphis last year. These teams played last year in the championship game. Memphis 62-55. I mean, UCF. See, there it is. I misspoke. UCF 62-55. But I see a lot of running of the football on this one, and I see some defense. But I think that UCF is just the better team, and also they got their number. Both these teams 7-3 against the number, but Memphis just 2-3 against the number on the road. UCF 5-2 at home. When you're talking 11 out of 12 that they beat them, that's not just Mackenzie Milton wasn't there for 12 years. They got a lot of different quarterbacks. We got your number, baby. That's what that one says. So we're taking UCF. We're going to lay the 3 points, and that'll be our fourth pick of today's show. Fifth pick. UCF -3. We'll do one more free pick for you guys. And how about this? You guys yell out a pick, a game, and I will give it out whether it's a premium pick or not a premium pick, just because of the annoyance earlier in the show and I got sucked in. So I see Indiana, Sacramento, a bunch of people already saying that one, so that's the game that we'll go to. We'll go to the NBA. Let me just get my notes back up here for NBA. We got the Pacers up against the Kings. I really enjoy watching the Kings. This season. They throw up a lot of threes. Ton of them. But they haven't been effective in their last 3 games, losing their last 3. 2 of those at home, but against good teams, the Clippers and the Jazz. Meanwhile, also losing at Golden State by a point, covering that game, though. And then, when we look at the Pacers coming off of that tough loss last night to the Lakers, losing by 8 in a game they were getting 5. That was actually 2 nights ago. Both wins at Phoenix and Utah. So they've been on the road for quite some time, and actually this is their 5th of their last 6 games that they've been playing on the road. So I'm gonna take in this one. I like the Pacers. I just like the way that they play a physical game, and against a team that throws up a lot of threes like Sacramento, they're gonna need a lot of those balls to fall. And I think against a team that plays really good defense like the Pacers do, only allowing 102 points a game compared to the 117 that the Kings allow, I think the Pacers are the play here. So we'll take the Pacers, and that'll be our final pick of today's show. I'm going to write it down so I don't do what I did yesterday. So today's picks were, we took the Detroit Pistons +5 against the Golden State Warriors. We took the under in the Marquette-Kansas State game. The total there was 137. It's a lean to Marquette as well, but the main play there is going to be the under. We took Penn State +6.5 against Maryland. Central Florida in the AAC championship game, -3 against Memphis. And we took the Indiana Pacers with the points. This is Mitch. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day, everyone. I'll see you guys tomorrow for some NFL Sunday. Probably throw in some NBA, some other stuff too. That's what we do here. Give out free picks every single day. If you're interested in premium picks, you can use the discount code CHAMP, CHAMP. Get 15% off over at Sports Chat Experts. Of course, SportsChatPlace.com Premium and Premium Plus. The code does not apply there. Those picks are already discounted. This is Mitch once again. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And, this show always a work in progress. Some days are better than others. And sometimes we get jackasses like that guy earlier who just, he's just a fraud. It's like we went to the screen and he's like, oh, your premium picks. It's like I was, 7-2 yesterday. He's complaining about it. It's like, you're obviously not a premium member. We went to the screen, we searched his name, and he did not come up in our roster of premium members. So whatever. My premium picks 100% documented anyway over at Sports Chat Experts. This is Mitch. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day, everyone. See you guys tomorrow.